Following a Friday night victory over the defending national champs, can the number 9 ranked Arizona State Sun Devils grab the series victory tonight, or will it be the number 3 ranked Oregon State Beavers tying things up and turning it into a rubber match? With that, hello everybody, welcome into our Pac-12 Plus pregame show. I'm your host, Scotty Gange, alongside former Arizona State baseball pitcher and our Pac-12 Plus analyst, Grant Schneider. And
Princeton and Washington State at home, and things get really difficult. The Devils have now put themselves in a spot where if they only make one little mistake, then their season can fall to the ground, and they could find themselves juggling for answers.
And to answer your question, there's been a lot that's been going wrong this year down in Tucson. Yes, they have a pretty decent record.
Hey, let's ball out. Welcome into the House Hardcourt. I'm Scotty Gange. He's Jordan Palacio. Brand new ASU basketball show courtesy of houseofsparky.com. All it out is, or maybe I'm just here spitting my 2 cents, but the Pac-12 should be proud of where they are right now. In one of the worst and most ridiculed years ever for the conference, they got 3 teams in the tournament. 3. A red-hot conference champion, the Oregon Ducks, a team that earned it all in the Washington Huskies, and of course the Devils.
England is out. Is this exciting? You talk about what motivates the defensive unit on Saturday nights. What motivates you personally?
Now, if I told you at this precise moment that Arizona State is 2 games away from making the Pac-12 championship, what would you say? Probably nothing. You'd probably give me a stiff arm like LaVisca here.
Comeback for the ages, huge major plays from young players, old players, tiers on both sides of the field, and one team reigning supreme in State 48.
The first is the easiest. A dominating win over Washington, taking down rival Arizona, and beating number 1 Kansas at home. With wins like that on your resume, it should give you the same chance of making the NCAA tournament as the probability of me catching this ball, right?
At the end of everything, somebody asked somebody in the program, tell me about the Safransky sisters. What would you like them to say?
I think
it's a loaded question.
Remy Martin, we did not know he could do that, but we did know he could do this. The no-look pass, beauty, so clean, so nice. What's the wake-up morning to track? What do you do? What do you eat? Do you meditate? What's your secret? No, I'm not asking for you to throw him a parade, chant his name around the bank, or retire his jersey. I'm simply asking that you remember him. Not the player, but the person. We spend so much time talking about the student athletes and coaches at Arizona State, but what about the fans? I caught up with Ed Sandidge, a loyal Sun Devil since 1958, to dissect what a hashtag Sun Devil for life truly means.
That's right, she's been doing it all game.
Calling him a diehard fan would be an understatement.
Are you in a hurry to go home? Let him talk, Riff.
Ed Sandidge, or better known around the community as Fast Eddie, is not a Sun Devil for life.
Get in there. Yes!
He's the Sun Devil for life.
Yes, and one! Woo-hoo!
A 1962 graduate of Arizona State,
Woo!
Fast Eddie is a fixture in the ASU community.
That was close.
But there's much more to Eddie than just screams.
My concept is that if somebody does something good for you, you ought to do something good for them.
With an insurance degree from ASU, Eddie has led a successful career at Mass Mutual Insurance since 1961, and he spent his entire adult life giving back to foundations in and around Arizona State.
Giving back, I think, is important, and the best club I've ever been in my life for the past 20 years is what's called the President's Club at Arizona State University.
A lifetime member of the President's Club, Sandidge was awarded the ASU Alumni Service Man of the Year Award in 2017.
Pick your pocket, pick your pocket.
Ed's life has been full of Arizona State.
Woo-hoo! Go Devils!
And with that, it's been a life full of passion.
one of his famous statements is, if it's not fun, we don't do it. So you can't go wrong there.
Arizona State's the foundation of my success in my career, and so I think we ought to give something back.
Eddie's life is revolved around Arizona State and giving back to others. But most of all, it's revolved around fun.
They're making a movie out of me.
From Tempe,
They're going to call it Godzilla.
Scotty Gange, House of Sparky.
I got to see Fast Eddie at the Arizona game, and he was just having an absolute ball. It was the best thing I saw all night was his big smile on his face. That's why we're bringing our guy Zach Keenan, because he saw a lot of great things. Zach, what was the best?
We're going to dive more into that in the second half of the show here, but lots of stars on the field, but also in and around Phoenix Municipal Stadium. That and more coming up here on Pac-12 Plus.
How can you not love a night at the ballpark? Vendors serving up snacks,
Who else wants one? Ice cold water, ice cold lemonade.
a field dressed to perfection, the best food you could ask for, and a chance to see your favorite stars. Now, Odds are you know a lot about the players on the diamond, but how much do you know of the people right in front of you?
I know you're thirsty.
Meet Darnell Mickle,
Who wants one?
the man who serves far more than just drinks and snacks at Phoenix Municipal Stadium.
Same price, no waiting.
For Darnell, it's much more than just providing refreshing drinks and a warm Arizona day. It's about providing smiles and an overall phenomenal experience at the ballpark.
People come here for an experience, and what you do, you add to that experience. So I try to make them laugh, smile. I try to do something to make them either remember me or remember the game.
Now you can't forget Darnell for his comedic one-liners,
I'm right here.
infectious laugh, and his extremely personable attitude.
I finally broke you guys.
But that's not what makes Darnell
Price, no waiting.
Darnell.
Pleasantness goes a long way, and it's one reason among many that I come to the ballpark.
When I first started doing this, I was very shy, very timid. Like I wouldn't say like the stuff I'm saying now. Hydrate or die. I would never say that.
Darnell's 15-year career has been nothing but an upward climb with hard work and true passion along the way, and it's no surprise. I mean, the guy has climbed the stairway to success thousands of times.
Well, I've eaten very well off this job, I'll tell you that.
Whether it be kettle corn, lemonade, or simply happiness, Darnell really has been eating
I
well.
don't worry because I know from me being me, doing what I do, I'm gonna be great. Hey, I want you guys to enjoy the game. Thanks, guys.
So the next time you find your way heading to the ballpark, know in confidence that there will always be a friendly face in the stands. From the bleachers, Scotty Gange,
Is that it?
Pac-12 Plus.
Well, the Devils will no longer be home this year, but we will always be here in studio, downtown Phoenix, House Hardcourt. Welcome in Jordan Palacio, Scotty Gange, and Jordan. We're both color coordinated. The Devils won both games this weekend, and everything's going all right now.
If they do, then you can mark this season as a complete and utter failure. Yes, the win over Kansas was great. It was historic and a proud moment in the history of the program and a great night for fans. But that in no way has defined this season. The loss to Princeton 4 days later told you that.
Something you preach to the guys all the time is the most important game of the year is the next game.
Next game.
And I know
Let's go back to around week 4, week 5 against USC, and this is a classic example of Khalil Tate just trying to do way too much.
Well, we both just got off an absolute roller coaster here in Los Angeles as the Devils took down the USC Trojan 38-35. Hello, everyone. Welcome into the House of Sparky postgame show.
So the Devils are fired up, and so are we, and especially so am I. I get to be hanging out with Zach Keenan in studio. He's going to help us in a new segment called Hot or Not, because we're at the dance party. We got to figure out who's hot and who's not in ASU's upcoming matchup. So let's start with St. John's. Who are they? What do they bring to the table? We were told it was a House of Sparky-wide memo to wear some spooky gear today. Jordan comes out here wearing some spicy gear. Take a look at that shirt.
Oh, look
Are you
at that,
kidding me?
right?
I am, and my identity is in the Lord, so that's one thing that Jesus did for me.
That's amazing, man. You say he gives you peace and rest, but right now I know you got to go work out. So
Exactly,
go
yeah,
work
I
out,
gotta
and
go
then you
work
can
out.
have some
Yes,
peace
sir.
and rest.
Get up and throw it down.
my.
That's Jay-Z's nephew, oh, by the way. He's got 99 problems, but the nation's leading shot blocker, Jordan, isn't one. He's throwing losses to Stanford, USC, and a few other Pac-12 foes, and it makes things a little more difficult. Before you go, you're still doing that.
Always.
Let's take a trip out to Colorado. ASU taking on the Buffs in Boulder. This is early on, and it was often all game long. McKinley Wright, Tyler Bay, not the last time you're going to hear about those guys, because right next possession, an alley-oop to Tyler Bay, chucking it down as ASU's defense looking a little out of whack. They're looking much more so later. This is McKinley Wright up the middle. It looks like a simple layup, but let's slow it down and look at it again. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ASU defenders playing spectator and giving Wright an easy bucket. But
It's pretty easy to see that you guys have a lot of fun out there on the field. You think that helps you guys out on Saturdays?
Yeah.
it's cold in Eugene. It is really cold in Eugene. They say it never rains in Autzen Stadium. I'll tell you what, it rains all the time in Autzen Stadium.
But look how shiny this
Yeah,
is,
it's-
too. It's blinding almost.
It hurts my eyes. It probably hurts your eyes. So for the sake of you, we're going to end the show right here. Scotty Gange, Jordan Palacio.
Away from sports, away from baseball and all that sense, what are you most proud of?
I'm just proud to be a Trojan, really.
It's not like Buffalo's any ridiculous mountain to climb. I mean, 5 of their last 6 opponents have all been schools from the same state of Ohio. Now, into Washington's end, they could pull a few tricks out of their sleeve and maybe even catch some luck along the way. And I'm not saying they're going to blow away opponents, make their way to the Elite 8 as a 9 seed. So here's your rose, and this rose represents an NCAA tournament bid. So you can either keep it for yourself and make good use of it in however which way you want to on Valentine's Day, or you can give it to the Devils as an NCAA tournament bid. Where are you going and why?
Talk about you guys play FIFA a lot. Who's the best FIFA player?
Kalen, I'm not gonna lie, is the best FIFA player.
Kalen, who's the best FIFA player in the room?
Oh, so I'm for sure the best FIFA player.
5 pitchers tonight, 12 total walks, with 7 of those 12 walks scoring runs, and you just have to believe when pitching is like that, you can't throw a strike, you can't win ball games.
Time for the top plays of the season for Arizona State. We're throwing 5 of them at you, just like Zylan Cheatham's throwing blocks. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Gave them a 3-point tall, and despite the spooky setting, things were not so bad after all. But it was costly mistakes and irreversible drops that helped bring the Cardinal back up top. Herm was hot, the Pumpkins were about to rot, as it was a 3-point lead that Stanford had got.
ASU fans screaming for Eno, but Beaver fans are yelling, oh no. But you know what, this is pretty fun. Let's keep up with the theme of Eno Benjamin number 3. No damn in this Beaver offense. A couple more broken tackles, and Eno, more like E-yes for a. As cool as this U of A Ironman is, I promise you haven't seen anything yet, as this game seemingly had everything. But Eno bounced right back, getting into the end zone for a TD and some talk as well. Fire me up, Eno. We've got some rivalry football going on in the state of Arizona. I mean, thinking of last year's game, ASU got 9 points to start the game, 3 straight field goals on their first 3 possessions, and it was huge for them to start the game. They ended up winning 30-10 in that ball game in Salt Lake City. And so for ASU, it's this year, it's just grabbing momentum early.
He's having fun, he's enjoying playing football and stuff like that.
All right, Malik, you're enjoying playing football, but you're also been enjoying being a temporary reporter. So I'm going to let you sign things off. I'll give you the mic and sign off the interview here today.
Yeah, this is Malik Lowell, number 39, Sun Devil outside backer, signing off for House of Sparky.
Is day games. I love day games. Are you kidding me? You go out in the sun in Tempe in Sun Devil Stadium. It's a beautiful November afternoon. You get to play football. Coach, at the end of last season and the beginning of this year, there was a lot of scrutiny around the program and your spot as head coach. Does it feel like some vindication to get a 25-6 start, beat one of the top programs in the country? Sun Devil fans, you are a champion, not because you just won the Territorial Cup, but because you were with us on the house finale. He's Blaine McCormick. I'm Scotty Gange.
Like sports, life is a game. Play like a champion. Today, tomorrow, every day. Clap for the sunsets, because there's going to be one tonight, and it's going to be beautiful. It's 8:51 in the morning. It's going to be a phenomenal day.
A guy that hasn't had any challenges hitting-wise lately has been Spencer Torkelson. 7 home runs in his last 13 games as a Sun Devil. What does he bring to the table tonight and this weekend?
Now, we run an ASU basketball show, and here I am juggling straight in the middle of it. Now, you're probably asking yourself right now, what is going on? The funny thing is, I ask myself that all the time, and ironically enough, it's when I'm watching ASU basketball.
If I were to show you this picture, it's you in 2015. If I told him all about what you've done this year, what would this kid say? Manny Wilkins tosses one up, and the best catch of the season right there. N'Keal Harry, a one-hander, big-time players making big-time plays in big games. Short after, Manny Wilkins fools the entire USC defense and me for this 45-yard touchdown run to ice the ball game. Sun Devils get the W 38-35 on top and steal the show in LA.
Cheatham in the air, catch and score, 942 crew, what you think? Even with the noise in the bank, this one was set into OT, where Remy Martin decided, you know what? I'm going to win this ball game. A deep 3 there, and gives it off to Lou Dort, as Dort puts the exclamation mark on this ball game, slamming it home the 2-handed flush, as Bobby Hurley gets his first win over Arizona at Arizona State. 95-88, final score.
You love to fish and hunt.
I love to fish and hunt. My grandfather is right over there.
Can we bring Grandpa over here? Ask him about hunting?
Hey, Paps. This is my best friend, man, and we do everything together.
You say you've learned a lot from him. What's the biggest thing you've learned from your grandpa?
It's all going to play out this weekend. We'll catch you next week, same time, same place, for one more time. This guy's Jordan Palacio. I'm Scotty Gange. They might be the scariest double-digit seed in the whole country. Doing all of this, oh, by the way, without their jack of trades, Bull Bull. It's highly unlikely that any team from the Pac-12 will be singing Queen's rendition of We Are the Champions at the end of this tournament, calling themselves the kings of college basketball. But if I've learned one thing about Pac-12 ball in 2019, it's that it's all about making the right moves at the right time. We're getting into final 100. Are we racing?
Sure.
All right. Whoa! So that's Will Paulson. He runs a 3:59.59 or 3:59.9. I don't. I need some water. Scotty Gange. Thank you, Will Paulson. Signing off for HouseOfSparky.com.